All right. Previously on Junior Adventurers League. Arriving at Professor Tandivar's tower, our adolescent heroes discovered the professor murdered, the place in utter disarray, and a rogue imp on the loose. Tricking the demonic creature into assisting in its own banishment, they sent the imp back to the hells and called it a good day's work. Mm-hmm. Now summoned to the holy city of Triumph, the Junior Adventurers League convenes in a seedy-looking warehouse at the behest of Figment, the gnomish professor of fine motor skills and their unlawful application, to be briefed about their next adventure. The adventure begins on the 97th of Summershine, year 557 of Kairosha's Fourth Age. This is episode 5, The Paladin Job. Welcome everybody to the next episode of the Junior Adventurers League. This is a D&D 5e actual play brought to you by the creators and cast of Experience Points. In Junior Adventurers League, our heroes are students at the Gygaxian School of Future Adventurers, a fantasy boarding school that teaches children everything they need to know about exploring dungeons and slaying dragons. Each week, our adolescent heroes undertake a new and perilous quest, chosen by our audience in a weekly poll that will test their skills, their knowledge, and their teamwork.
Oh. If you are new to Experience Points, which would be kind of weird at this point, I feel like none of you are.
At this point, pretty strange.
You never know.
Everyone knows about us. We are a 12-part web series that you can find on YouTube based around D&D and the people who play it. And we are currently fundraising for our second season, and you can find us on Patreon. We have a lot of cool prizes. Today is actually our last day for our donation drive.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tell them about
it. So we are doing a supplementary kind of mini-series. That's all I am legally allowed to say. But
the way it works is if you are not a patron yet. Yeah, if you're not a patron yet and you become a patron today, or if you are a patron and you increase your donation by at least $1, then you get access to the very first installment of this secret, legally binding mini-series that we're releasing called The Duke's Men. So check it out. Become a patron or increase your pledge if you want access to that succulent prize. All right, great. Lots of hype going on in the chat right now. I see many patrons. Okay, cool. So let's do some introductions. We'll go with our player name, our character name, and your class. And I also want you guys to tell me, where did your character go on Bring Your Child to Work Day? Where does your parent or guardian take you on that particular day? So I'm going to roll randomly to determine who goes first, because there's been some contention about this.
Yes.
I got Heather, so you are going to go ahead and give us your player name, your character name, and where did your character go on Bring Your Child to Work Day?
So my name's Heather. My character name is Valqwyn. She is a half-elf, technically half-drow fighter. And she actually grew up in her father's mercenary group, so I think every day was kind of a take your daughter to work day. They just
sure. It was not a big deal for
they're just like, oh, it's just another day. Okay, cool, Dad. Thanks. High five.
All right, let's move right on down the line. We're going to go to the next person. Let's go to Cody.
Yo, hello. My name is Cody Bushee. I'm playing Theodûir of House something, which I definitely said.
House TBD.
Definitely heard it, and it was definitely cool.
Yeah. You've heard of it before.
And he's a sorcerer. And on he's an elven sorcerer. On Bring Your Child to Work Day. That's really what he wants to do.
Dad goes to work every
That's
day.
really where he wants to bring his dad to school. Like, that's really what he probably wants to do subconsciously. No, but on Bring Your Kid to Work Day, I feel like it was probably something really boring and political. Like, he probably went with his dad somewhere, and maybe his dad's like, I don't know, because he's investing in the school and stuff like that too. So I imagine he probably does really boring stuff, you know. And maybe Theodûir was actually probably kind of let down a little bit and wanted to like go on an adventure or something like that.
You just imagined your dad did all these awesome things.
Yeah. Which maybe he does, but like, I don't know if...
I'm sure no matter what, though, you bragged about all the awesome things you did.
Oh, for sure. He came back and lied about the whole thing.
And then a dragon fell out of the ceiling.
Yeah. And you cut back and it's just him playing with this paper dragon.
Like, hits him on the head.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, who's next? It's going to be Jrmi.
So I'm playing Jrmi, who is an 8-year-old halfling bard. My name's Kate. And I mean, she's been working since she was born, basically. Her family they have a bakery. So she's just kind of always, like, she goes home and she's, take your child to work day. So she got to maybe decorate some cookies. Like some special ones they bake. Like, here's some sugar cookies that you get to decorate and sell. And she's really excited about it. And they look like unicorn cookies, I would imagine.
Excellent. Glittery.
I was told.
That's perfect. And last but not least, we have...
My name is Kevin Bohleber, and I'll be playing Moss, the resident dwarven druid. And I'd have to imagine that this was right before he kind of got sent off to school. His dad probably took him with all of his siblings down to, like, you know, mind the ore, because they're dwarves. And I'm sure they had an appropriately Zoolander moment where he's just like, oh god. Because, like, Moss is just playing with the rocks, and, like, someone's about to hit this really big one. It's like, oh no! Like, hugging it.
Yeah, right. It would have been agony for Moss.
Yeah, just all these poor
yeah.
boulders just getting smashed right in front of him.
Screaming in his ears.
And his dad's shaking his head and, like, you know, it's like, okay, we gotta send him off.
Yeah, we gotta get him right.
We gotta get this boy out of here. So, finally ceding defeat, he sent him off to the Gygaxian school to go and learn how to be a druid.
A druid, yeah, to embrace his inner weirdo.
He's like, here, you go be weird somewhere else. And stop bringing shame to the clan.
Absolutely. All right, so let's jump right into the adventure. So, as I mentioned in the opening, you guys have been summoned to the high city of Triumph. This is basically like a holy city that's constructed atop a massive mountain peak. There's 3 different faiths that worship here. One of them is Lathander, the sort of god of the common folk. One of them is Komal Most High, who is the god of, like, valor and battle and justice and that kind of a thing. But you guys all meet in a sort of seedy warehouse down by the river district. You've been summoned here by Professor Figment, who you guys would know is a female gnome and is the professor of the what's it called? Fine motor skills and their unlawful application. Basically, she's the rogue professor. And she's like, you guys, the scene basically opens on this sort of dark upper story of this warehouse. You guys are around this big wooden table with a huge map laid across it. Like, there's like one light, like a drift globe floating above you, creating that perfect silhouette on this map. And she is meeting you guys here. It basically explains, I'm glad you could all make it. I have good news and I have bad news about our upcoming assignment. The bad news, which would you like to hear first, I suppose?
We'll start with the bad.
The bad news!
Yeah, the bad word.
The bad news. The bad news. So, the bad news is that the ancient lich that we thought was destroyed, Al-Rassam, is still alive somewhere.
Oh no, a lich?
Yes. The worst lich, an arch-lich, you might say. Still alive somewhere out there.
I thought
The good
liches were
news,
dead.
however... Well, it's a complicated issue, little mouse. But not only is this lich alive, but the good news is that we know where their phylactery is, the item that we need to destroy in order to permanently destroy this lich for all time. We know where it is, and it's in this very city. The additional bad news, however, is that phylactery is currently in the grip of the Steel Sisters. And they are very, very keen to protect this item. Does anyone here know what a Holy Avenger is?
No.
It's like a...
Oh, of
I kinda
course.
heard
Of
of 'em,
course I
but-
know what that is.
You guys could roll a religion check if you wanted to.
Oh, actually. I might actually know. 17, just flat.
17. Just flat. Cool.
Religion. Oh, I need more of that. 13.
Say that again, Jrmi.
8.
8? Okay. So yeah, Moss, you've heard of it before. A Holy Avenger is basically an enchanted sword that is, there's only a few of them in existence, and they're like sort of the Paladin's uber weapon. This is a sword that deals radiant damage, is particularly good at fighting fiends and undead, it casts holy light everywhere it goes. It's this kind of like, standard to which all Paladins kind of aspire for their weapons. The Holy Avenger. The Steel Sisters protect one of these weapons. It was given to them long ago by their god, Komal Most High. Unfortunately, we have received information that this was actually a ruse, if you will. The Holy Avenger itself is a phylactery for this ancient lich. And as long as they protect it, no one can go in there and harm it or take it away from them. They are, in effect, guarding the soul of a lich. And this is very, very bad news for us, because if Al-Rassam put that thing there, right, then that means that's where he wants it. He might have some way to access it or retrieve it or whatever. I have tried to explain this to Exarch Tizara, the person who leads the Steel Sisters, and she...
Oh no.
What happened?
Professor.
Oh no!
Professor, what?
I think we won, guys. I think we snuck in real well.
Professor,
Rolled,
are you
like,
okay?
Nat 20s on our stealth.
Do you know?
This system.
Oh.
But Professor, why?
What is happening?
Why would the Steel Sistren guard an Archlich's phylactery?
As she
Professor?
explains it, Theodûir is just like, oh, I knew all of this. I could have told you these things.
Hey guys, we're just
Getting a real good close-up again.
So we're
Are we still on the stream?
Keep entertaining.
Oh, they
Of
can
course
yeah.
we're still on the street.
Oh, okay,
we
good.
are.
So they
Bushee
heard my
Fox.
brilliant...
They heard your really funny
Your
coffee
clever
routine.
scheme.
They're not impressed.
They can tell how different we are in our normal lives. So much.
Today's a good day.
I like how we're level 2 children and we're fighting over Gimwick.
We're about to fight an Archlich.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the one where Timothy decides we die.
Can one of you text him and just tell him to accept the new Zoom invite?
I don't have my...
Lord.
You got it. You know.
Aha! There he is!
I'm back.
Yeah, we had a really good
Professor,
like.
what the hell?
still
Professor,
of
what
you.
happened?
Theodûir was losing his shit.
She like flickers in and out of existence. Everything okay?
Almost.
You tell me, Professor.
Alright, guys. Apologies, are we still streaming right now?
It's fun and wacky. It's so great. All of the time. Maybe your audio will
Sorry,
be better
chat.
now, though.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
We can hope.
That would be pretty great. Let me know in the chat if the audio is still pretty crackly and horrible, because that would be sad. Okay, cool. So let me quick, while we take a little break, describe this professor for you. I have not given you a chance. So she is a gnome, and she's sort of a rock gnome. She has kind of like dark gray skin and like a shock of white hair, kind of like white pupils. And she's wearing all like black leather armor, and you see that she's got like sheathed across her I guess in her like shoulder holsters are a pair of what look like hand crossbows. She's just all black and like very stealthy leather fingerless gloves, right? And she's sitting there kind of like cast in the light of this drift globe, looking very stealthy and sinister. Yeah, cool. Still crackly. That's the way it is here, folks. This is what I sound like. The irony is that this is actually my real voice, and that we're all pretending it's me.
We're like, no, you sound
I was
fine.
like cursed by a
Nothing
witch to
happening.
like only ever sound like I have weird audio
It's
issues.
just easier to blame audio issues than to explain that you were cursed by
Explain, cursed.
Part of the
Explain.
cursing team
Daddy
really
voice.
Right, absolutely. Basically, she will explain that the Steel Sisters don't really buy this story. They think that it's an attempt by the Gygaxian school to get this weapon out from underneath them. And so, as much as Tizara has tried to go through as much as Figment, your professor, has tried to go through official channels, the only real way to get a hold of this weapon is for you guys to steal it. So she like rolls out the map, and it's this big, complicated map of this huge cathedral. And she explains that the Holy Avenger is kept in a sealed vault beneath Komal's cathedral. And while it may be beyond your abilities to slip past its defenses and take it from the shock of impenetrable crystal that it is stored within, it is not beyond my abilities. However, the entire place is guarded by many knights and angels and all kinds of things that would be difficult for me to circumvent without some help. So what I need from the Junior Adventurers League is a distraction.
Oh, we're good at that.
Oh.
Yeah, we like making
If you
noise.
can make a distraction on the main floor of the cathedral, I can slip into the secret vaults, steal the item, and make off without anyone being the wiser. Do you think you might be able to help me with this distraction?
Oh yeah.
To be a
Yeah, we can do
ruse.
that.
Indeed, a ruse, Master Theodûir. She'll lay out this map. I can give you a brief description of it. I do have a map here, but that map is only going to be available to patrons because it's in one of the adventures. So if you become a patron at $10, you get access to this glorious map of the Cathedral of Kalmal.
So you guys need to donate so that we can have access.
Yeah,
Oh,
our
right,
own party has to donate.
I was going to
You're
say,
right.
I guess I don't.
So the outline of the cathedral is pretty basic. There are like a pair of towers. It's kind of a big triangular building, and the front is a very tall facade, and there are a big pair of steeples that have 2 bell towers in them. And then the sort of back half of it is a big dome that's the main cathedral. There's a whole bunch of pews that lead towards, in the center of it, that lead toward a big raised dais where all the services are conducted, and there's lots of side rooms where all the paladins live and stuff like that. There are access to catacombs beneath, but those aren't necessarily mapped here. All that Figment has is a map of the main floor. She'll basically explain there are 3 things you guys are going to have to circumvent if you want to plan this distraction, and then she'll let you guys go hog wild in the planning. So those 3 things are, there are the Steel Sisters themselves. Basically, there are 60-some paladins that live in this cathedral at any given time. Some of them are off-duty, some of them might be off on missions, but they're just kind of moving around. Most of them are trained knights, they're good soldiers, that kind of thing. They're going to be unlikely to kill anyone on sight, but they are dangerous and formidable warriors. So there's always that to consider. There are about a dozen what are called lantern archons, which are these little like floating balls of light. They're basically like will-o-wisps, and they sort of serve as tour guides to people that come to the cathedral. They give tours. They're very like friendly spirits, or kind of like adolescent angels, and they kind of float around and provide information and stuff like that for anyone who needs them. But there are a lot of them, and they are formidable components in their own right. Beyond that, there is also an effect that's been cast on the entire cathedral. Anyone who goes inside must succeed at a wisdom saving throw or be affected by a zone of truth. So you cannot lie, basically, inside the cathedral itself. That's one of Komal's commandments, is to tell no lie. If you make that saving throw,
useless.
if you make that saving throw, it doesn't affect you. But if you do fail it, not only do you know that you failed it, but then basically you're not like forced to speak. Just anytime you do speak, it has to be truth, right? You don't have to like just say, I'm here to rob the place. You don't have to just announce it the minute that it happens. And you'll know if you fail it. So those are the 3 main things you guys have to attempt to circumvent. There's different time frames. You can either try to do it during the day or during the night, depending on what you want to do. During the day, the place is open, and it's easier to get inside, but there'll be more people around. During the night, it's locked up, but there's guards and things like that. So she'll kind of lay the map out, explain the defenses. I'm here to answer any questions you might have, but it is important that you plan this distraction yourself.
Like a team.
What do you guys want to do?
Party of all.
I don't know.
I'll be honest, I was only paying attention to the last 2 because there was a lot of distraction going on over there.
Oh, okay.
So I heard like the last bit. I like popped in with the little light thing, so that was about it. So
There
I'll
was a
leave it to you
slight
guys.
hurricane that went through the room.
What?
Just a tornado.
Just a slight little hurricane just came through and then just it left.
Such a
Kinda
distraction.
when you were
Okay,
describing
so
all the
to review, there are knights, right?
Yeah.
There's 60-some paladins that are there. There are the lantern archons, which are the little floating angels, and then there is the zone of truth effect.
So we have 3
Right.
ways to get in, is what you're saying.
Those are the 3 different things that are there. Those are like the temple defenses, things you have to that you would know about that she's telling you about. There's
So these are the
knights,
3 things
there's
we
lantern
have to get
archons.
around, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Get around, I should say. Yep.
To cause a
So
distraction.
we
Gotcha.
just need to create a distraction in like the main lobby, and then our professor will like do all the cool espionage that we don't get to do. So let's put on a talent show for these women.
I think Theodûir should just sit there and tell stories about his dad. Just like all the ladies gather around.
I think
gather
Moss is saying that we should go in during the day and then just hang out until it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Kind of. Are we?
Oh,
Would they
like,
bypass?
Essentially
So we
go
go
in
in-
there and then just
Oh.
like kind of sneak off into like a closet or something like that,
Oh,
and
so you
then
want to do like a nighttime type of distraction instead of just like daytime? Everybody come over here and
Yeah.
watch us.
yeah.
Let's just set it all on
You
fire.
could. Figment will basically say that like the cathedral's locked up at night, so if you want to try to get inside, it might be a little trickier. But if you use Moss's suggestion of like sneaking in during the day and then hiding, that might circumvent some of the like the locks and the guards that would be outside, right?
So then we would
That's
still
what I
have
was
all
thinking.
of those blocks, but we would be in the building.
We'd
We
already
have
be
to, like, deal
inside.
with other patrons.
Possibly a lot of them would be asleep anyway or something.
Yeah, that would probably. I mean, I can assume that they take like shifts.
Because the distraction happens at night, right?
Well, that would probably be.
It could
ideal.
happen either.
Yeah.
That Figment can rob the place day or night. It just depends on what you guys want to do.
She can rob it whenever. She
Although
doesn't.
you
She's
guys
a gnome, man.
during the
Gnomes can be
day,
best rogues.
if it's more, I don't know, if there's more traffic, would it be easier for us to escape? If there's like, we're short little
Are
children.
we trying to escape?
You know?
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean, they
think.
won't
I
really
think
know that
all
we're
we're trying to
causing
be is a
distraction.
distraction.
No,
I don't
they're
think
not
there's
gonna
any
hurt
malintent
kids.
here. Like it's not like
Oh.
Moss isn't planning on going in there and murdering the place.
That's true. That's true. We are not adults.
We can't.
Yeah, they're all paladins. They're all good alliance.
Yeah.
Right? As
Yeah.
you can see. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
just have
Essentially,
to
the
make sure that
cops. You won't shoot
Pass
me,
the
cop.
thing of truth.
Kappa.
Okay, so
The zone of truth is the hardest. I'll go in the zone of truth. You guys can stay distracting the paladin.
Yeah, don't tell her any more of the plan.
I'll get to be like, I literally don't know anything. I'm just chilling here.
What's a wisdom save? Your wisdom's okay.
so can we see the map at all?
No, 'cause
I can
Yeah,
kind of
we
show
can
it to
take
you. Can you see that map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the front entrance, right? Big sort of lobby area here. You've got like these side turrets, side rooms. This is a big dais where they like do all their religious ceremonies, and it's this door right here that Figwin has to get through.
Oh,
To get into-
Pretty
Yeah.
okay.
Does that make sense?
yeah.
So for people in the chat, if you cannot really see this map very well, you better become a patron.
So the zone
My
of truth kind
recommendation
of
to
covers the entire
The whole
or
place.
whatever. Okay, cool.
If you set foot on it and you fail that stave, you cannot basically speak a lie inside that building for 24 hours.
Wow.
Professor Umbridge will find
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Persuasion, Deception. Well,
But
And
you only
how
have to
many
make the
of
check
those,
once,
like-
though, right?
What's
You
that?
have to make the check once.
Yeah, you make the check when you first step on. If you fail it,
Got it.
then you cannot tell a lie. If you succeed,
Yeah.
then you're fine. If you fail, you also know you fail. Like you feel it. Like, oh, okay,
Whoops.
crap, I failed.
and so we can all.
Like you're like, I passed it, and then you realize in like a critical moment that you can't tell a lie.
Oh no, I didn't.
What was your question, Val?
I'm
I
fine.
can't remember. I'll get to that
Probably.
again. Who knows? Oh, actually, yeah. How many of those little like baby angel
Lantern
Yeah.
archons? There are a dozen of them.
A dozen. Cool.
Yeah.
Are they kind of like?
Free thinking?
Well, I'm thinking, yeah. Do they like
They have
give
will.
intelligence to?
Yeah,
the
they're
paladins?
intelligent, and they can speak, and they have personalities. They're basically just like nascent angels. They're like, in 1,000 years, they'll mature to the next form of angel. In 1,000 years past that, there'll be another form of angel. It's kind of like a pupil form of an angel,
Interesting.
effectively.
So-
It's a little glowing ball of light that floats around.
Cool.
Yep.
So they're like guards as well.
Another hurricane.
They generally function as like tour guides or like basic security. Like the knights don't generally step in unless it's something really, really serious, right? But they're kind of there to be like, if there's like a drunken guy wanders in with the lantern archons that would like, excuse me, and like try to like usher them out.
Awesome.
effectively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they have any sort of defensive capabilities? Could they like zap the dude with lightning, or are they just kind of light?
They have basically little rays of radiant energy they can zap you with. Yeah.
That's good to know.
the lantern?
Yeah.
The archons, yeah, the lantern guys. You also know they have an ability where they can basically make you feel really guilty for fighting them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you guys planning on murdering this place? What are you guys
No,
doing?
but I mean, if we can bypass the paladins, but then all of a sudden we got these lights to deal with, I just want to know how much danger we'd be in from
That's
these
why I'm saying
lights.
we should just like stage a show or something for them and try and get as many
I
people
like it.
involved as possible.
Yeah.
Should we pretend to
And do it during
be
the day.
little urchin children and stage a play?
I don't know if they'd let us in if we were urchin children. I don't think Theodûir would be okay with that.
Yeah, was that Cody or Theo?
How about
Yeah.
how about you three will be the urchin children and I'll be your master, and I'll come in and I will say, "Pip pip hip ho, everyone! Come watch a show."
Why would you say that?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't he? Come watch a show. Well, behind
That's an
you,
option.
you,
More believable,
I like
Al.
sword.
Would that be a little more believable for you?
I could turn.
I
I could turn into a pig and then just go smash the place up.
I like that.
Yeah, that's it.
We have a druid that can just turn into random things. That'd be awesome.
I could turn
That's
into,
great.
or I could turn into a monkey and then I could smash the place up.
Yes,
Monkey,
Moss.
because you could climb.
This goes on for 2 minutes of Moss suggesting a different animal and then smashing the place up, right? I could be a penguin, smash the place up. Like, doesn't matter what it
I'll
is.
just look really
It's
cute.
the same plan,
There's
just
something
different
to that.
animals.
Maybe we could be like circus urchin children and
Why do you want to be an urchin so badly, Theodûir?
A monkey's a pretty cool set. Wait, what kind of animals are rare to this area? Can I do a check?
Oh yeah.
You could do a nature.
Yeah, I like the whole little like mini circus idea. That's
11.
good. 11.
11. Well, up here on the top of this mountain, there's not a lot of native animals, but people ship in stuff all the time. But you would imagine anything that's sort of tropical would be pretty rare in this area. It's kind of a temperate, think Western Europe. So, something from Africa, something from our Africa, or something from like South America.
Rhino?
I can
That'd be
turn
awesome.
into a baboon.
Cool.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's dangerous.
I've seen one of them before. I can turn into. I've seen a wolf before. I could probably do that one.
What's a quick?
what about a boa constrictor?
I could turn into a big snake.
A
I could be a big snake.
I don't think
Constrictor
we want to
snakes.
scare
is
him. I
big,
think we just want to distract him.
No, that's good though. And if the big snake gets loose,
In the chat, Adam J. Pearson suggests dire penguin.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an option.
dire penguin sounds rad, but I don't think that one's on my list, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
And it's also got to be a creature that Moss has seen, and so plausibly he's seen most of these creatures.
What's a
He's.
steam?
Yeah.
I can't turn into any of those.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got
I
a
feel like
flying
if you turn
speed.
into it, you should
Got
turn
it.
into it in front of them so that someone knows not to just kill you.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, just slaughter this pig and eat it later.
Oh, yeah.
You would also be a pig wearing a hat.
Yeah, they're wearing a hat. So,
That little green hat.
would you kill a pig with a hat?
No, I would slaughter a pig, but then if it has a hat, it's like, oh wait though.
It should be
All of a sudden, yeah. What's up with this
Oh,
hat?
something
it's
kind
a
of
vein,
destructive,
and
but
then
kind of cute, so
dreams.
they don't want to kill it.
See, that's what
baboon.
a baboon to me sounds.
Exactly.
Baboon
like
to
that,
me,
yeah.
and Moss. He's just like, we can climb, and then I can get up in the rafters,
And you made lots of noise.
and I can make lots of noise, and I
How
can
sad
throw my
would
poop.
that be If they just threw a spear at you and pierced you in the chest.
Oh no.
Moss, wouldn't that be scary?
I think he's pretty fast. He'll be okay.
Aren't you
We're-
afraid of
Will you
that?
be okay as a
Do
baboon?
you think they'd kill me?
I feel like if they see him turn into an animal, that'll draw a crowd, and then they see him like playing around.
No,
jumping
Moss, I'm
around.
sure you'll be
Into an
fine.
animal.
These paladins, they're trained to kill
oh.
on sight, but I'm
What
sure
if- what
they
if-
wouldn't want to kill a
what
harmless
if-
baboon.
You guys like curse me, and then I turn into an animal, or like, I'm sick. I'm like a little sick kid,
What?
and then you guys go in there and you're like, oh, help our friend, he's sick, and I'm like, ugh, and then I turn into a baboon, and then I smash the place up.
We can make it something about Kamal. Like maybe Kamal wants to grant you ability to change into
What
animals
if-
because that's their god. That would draw them attention.
What if we just go in and take a tour, and then when we're by that front door where she needs to slip in, you just start to feel sick, and then you turn into
What
a
if I
baboon.
pray to him, and then I turn into a baboon, and I smash the place up?
Brilliant.
Why do you keep wanting to
I
smash
feel
the
like
place?
if we do stuff that involves us talking to a lot of people, that we're gonna get in trouble with the truth zone.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
if we just go in
Yeah.
there and you just immediately turn into a thing and smash the place up, then it doesn't involve us with as much lying. Maybe right away we might buy us time.
That's right. If we're just taking a tour,
But what if they ask us why you're here and we
we're
can't lie
just-
about it? We're like,
Protection
because we're
slaughter,
not
yes.
just taking a tour. Like, we're taking a tour and then we're gonna make a distraction and smash the place up so that someone can sneak in and steal the phylactery.
So this is sounding like a day job, not really a nighttime sort of thing, because
Well, I guess
I mean-
if he's gonna go in at nighttime and smash the place up, that's gonna be disorienting. Why there's a baboon in there?
that's true.
And maybe they'll be sleepy. And they
I don't think there's like any good answer to why is there a baboon.
Right?
Like there's
no
no
logical reason for a baboon.
scenario when like, oh, that's why. Or this is like a reasonable.
I think after
there's a
Moss's
baboon in
full
here.
tirade of like all the animals he could turn into, he's pretty dead set on the baboon right now. He's like,
Who
I've never
is,
been a
uh,
baboon, really.
Professor, who is the head person that? Who is the head person? Of
Who is the head of the
Sistine
Steel Sisters?
Chapel, yes. Yes.
Or the
The
No,
Kamal's
not that
Cathedral
one.
is the term you're looking for. Her name is Tizara the Unconquerable. She is a female human paladin, and she leads the Steel Sisters. She's called an Exarch, and she is believed to be immortal.
She's believed to be immortal.
She'll die of old age, is the story, but she cannot be killed in battle. She has been blessed by Kamal. She has a glowing halo around her head.
That's cool. I want
What if we were presenting her a gift?
Oh, baboon!
with a hat?
And then I'll get loose and I'll smash the place up.
A hat!
And then you'll get loose and you'll smash the place up. And then they'll be like, "You must leave. How dare you?" or something. I don't know what they'll do. But we're just children.
So let me give you a bit of a time frame, if that will maybe help. Best case scenario, assuming I have unobstructed access to the door and the elevator and the vaults, I need 5 minutes. Worst case scenario, if I get a lot of stuff in my way or things don't go well, I need 10 minutes. Do you think this baboon plan could distract them for 5 whole
I don't
minutes?
know, that's like 60 sisters who could easily probably take down a baboon.
I like the circus act thing still, because I think it would go well with all of our skills. You could just play a kazoo, so you don't have to worry about lying. You could be a dancing baboon to her kazoo. You can just kind of use your like
I could be
globe
the.
thing, and I'll like play with my swords.
You could just be there so people could take pictures with
What
you.
is the name of the? What's the name of the ringmaster? I could be the ringmaster.
I mean, okay.
And you could just do like cool poses.
Oh yeah, I got my scimitars I can play with, and my battle axe and shield. I can just be like, I will be a steel sister
And then
someday.
our backup, like, because halfway through they're gonna get bored probably because we can't.
Well, I
be a
mean, it's
circus.
like
so then the
5,
baboon
10
gets
minutes.
loose and smashes the place up.
Yes,
He's out of control.
Yes, he all of a sudden his like
So,
cage breaks
I think we
or
can do
whatever.
A traveling band of performers here to give a
Smash the place
gift
up,
to
man.
To Kamal, yes.
to give a gift to the leader,
Kamal and Steel Sister.
the Steel Sisters.
Tizara.
So this is the plan, is to use some kind of a performance to distract them. Yes?
Yeah, I
And
think
then-
so.
And
I
if
think
worse
it'll
comes to
work.
worse, we will start using the skills we have learned from the Junior Adventuring
But we're
League
probably just gonna release
to destroy all
lots of baboons.
foes
Smash
and bring justice.
Melt their flesh.
all 60 paladins, we're going to decide to just die. We'll run away screaming.
In the chat, Raz suggested that Theodûir can be the kissing booth.
Yes!
So
Yeah,
Only if he has his hair. My name is Theodûir. I'm sure you've heard of me. You want a kiss?
Do you want to kiss?
From the famous Theodûir. Yes, I shall
I
make
hate
your
it.
dreams come true.
Do you want a smoochie?
God. Okay, so is there anything else you guys want to ask Figment about, or anything like that? Anything before we get these shenanigans underway?
So many questions.
Oh, can we get uniforms for our circus?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You could get those acquired. You'll have to describe for me what they are, what they look like. Rainbow instantly. Rainbow. They look
Right,
like
rainbow.
rainbows.
They probably look really good and convincing. I don't know what do you think we should.
Maybe.
I don't mind to
should
cover my armor.
Do we run with the circus?
Yeah,
Sure.
I think
We
it's-
should give Moss a new hat too for his baboon.
Yes. More rainbow.
My hat.
Just like a
Maybe we could just
show
enchant
hat
it to
and your
look
casual
like
hat.
it. It's like a little pillbox
We
hat
could all
on a
just be
baboon.
wearing like uniform colors with. Maybe there's.
Maybe a giant T on the front for the.
Well, the last time I went to the circus, they
Maybe
had like
there's-
a they
my
had like
family crest is.
there's like a
embezzled
diamond
on the front.
There's like little diamonds. It's like, you know,
Argyle?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
We'll do rainbow Argyle with your crest on the
Rainbow
front.
Argyle.
No, I will not.
You're gonna put your name, like your family's name, on this
You
cup.
can be like our
Your
sponsors.
address and everything. That way the Steel Sisters can just come find you.
No.
Hopefully
Definitely
go
not.
flourish.
Definitely
yes.
not going to do that.
But you can. No one's gonna
Snake
stop
go
you.
flourish in here.
So yeah, let's just go down the line then, and we'll see what kind of a. Basically, what'll happen is that Figment, who is not only a rogue but also a powerful illusionist, can cast basically illusory costumes on you guys to make yourself kind of look like whatever you want. Those costumes won't like survive physical contact with someone. If someone tries to touch you, they'll be able to tell that you're wearing sort of illusory clothing. But that wouldn't be outside the frame of reference for a circus anyway, right? Like you might use illusory magic to make yourself seem bigger and flashier. So you guys can have to like go and yourselves try to assemble your own costumes, or you can like figment cast illusions on you to make yourself look like whatever you want.
I'd like an illusion
So.
from her.
Okay, yeah. What do you want it to look like?
I want to go with the whole Kamal thing. I want to get kind of a reminiscent of the Kamal symbol on my breastplate, and then like a little bit of like flourish
a
behind
mailed
it.
fist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That like matches whatever other colors, and then I want like a kind of a cape that matches those colors too.
Poof.
Yeah.
Done. What about the rest of you guys?
What did you do?
I'm still in my armor, so I just got
okay.
a stylized Kamal symbol on my breastplate, and then a cape.
Do you still look the same? Like, are you still Val?
I should probably appear more human.
Okay, yeah. So the costume she can change without really affecting it, but she can't really do a whole lot about your face. That's like a whole. It's one of the spells she would need to use during her like sneaking in, right? She can like kind of do cosmetic changes to your clothing, but she can't change your
That's all
face
good.
or your appearance. Yeah. So
I'll just pretend.
cool. What about the rest of you guys?
I'll be dressed up like a magician.
Okay. So like big top hat, I'm imagining, right? And like
A giant top hat, a big black cape, and maybe my orb could be changed into like a magician's like
you get like a wand.
cute little wand.
Yeah.
The like black
Totally.
little
Okay, cool. You are all decked out like a circus performer. That's beautiful. What about Jrmi and Moss?
I want to have one of those big poofy collars on.
Yes.
And like pants that look like
The big pantaloons. Yeah. Uh-huh.
you know,
All
curved
fluff.
toe shoes.
Got it.
And-
Beautiful. Yeah, you're just full Shakespeare.
Like a-
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll probably put like some equivalents of rhinestones on my kazoo.
Okay, of
On
course,
my own
obviously.
time, with my own craft.
I assumed they already had Ryan.
I did too. Yeah, I thought it was
This is
completely
news to me.
bedazzled.
What about Moss?
I think Moss is gonna be like. At first, he wasn't into the idea, but now that he's seen all of them have these different costumes, he just wants his hat to change a little bit. So it's just like a wide brimmed, like a kind of like a essentially like a Robin Hood hat, except with a brim. And it's got the feather sticking out of the top, and
The
it's like
feather and, yeah,
bright,
kinda-
colorful,
Okay.
whatever colors match the rest of the troop. And
Totally. Are you still wearing your like gross
oh
clothing
yeah,
otherwise?
well I
It's
mean
just
he's
your
gonna
hat
be
different. Yeah.
he's gonna be a baboon. So.
You're gonna be a baboon. That's true. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Yeah. So you guys can basically get yourselves magically up. Do you need like a cart? Like, what do you guys look like as you approach the cathedral?
I mean, maybe we should like make a little shitty banner or something that we like carry with us, or like a flag. I don't
Just
know
like
if
a
we,
hand
Yeah, sure.
painted.
to put in the cart, but I think like we'd like.
I think Moss is probably hiding inside the cart just so you
Yeah.
can't see him change.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys can get some rickety old little cart and like paint the side of it and stuff like that. Do you have a name for your made-up circus?
The Junior Adventurers Party.
Circus.
Yes, I
The
love
Junior
it.
Adventure. It's like super obvious who you are, right? Like no fucking.
Glitter all over.
Stealth has never been our strong suit.
It's true.
Adam, we will
What is it? I mean, yeah. What do you want to call this circus?
Yes.
I was joking. You guys want to call it the Junior Adventurers
Junior
Circus?
Adventurers Circus.
or just the juniors, or I mean, like I don't know.
Uh,
Yeah, why not?
The Junior Circus of
Theodûir would
Circumcision.
probably be like, I don't know.
But you never like get a chance to complain. Like the sign's already made, and it's like, oh, I didn't get approval on that. Oh,
Really?
boy.
Val, that was your idea?
Yeah.
You are the oldest one here.
So,
Right, I'm doing Junior
I
Adventurers
wanted glitter and
Circus,
rainbows, so I got it.
The glitter rainbow circus.
Glitter and rainbow of Junior Adventurers Circus.
Yeah.
I think
Never
like,
let her
maybe
in
Theodûir
charge of,
tries
like,
to save it,
decoration.
and he tries to change the word junior to like, like he tries to
To
change
what?
it to-
What?
I don't know.
Huh?
Minor? Senior? I don't know.
Jolly or something? Like what's
You could
that?
turn
I
the
don't know.
J into
maybe,
a U.
Maybe you could make it look like a proper noun, so it looks like it's a place, maybe like a city.
Okay, sure.
Turn the J into
Come
a
up-
U.
Theodûir, you're still gonna have to give me the name of this city that like
Yeah.
bears some resemblance to JR, right?
Oh, that's because it's just JR, isn't it? It's not Junior.
Oh my gosh, it's the
Not the word
Jrmi,
junior.
Jrmi Adventure Circus.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'd do.
no. No. Oh, this is
I've just
backfired.
painted
Adventurer
an M and a
Circus
Y.
is what it's
Here we are.
Right.
Perfect.
That's not even how you spell my name.
An I, right.
It's an eye, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Jrmi's Adventure Circus is the title of the
Jeremy, you
circus
get on
now.
top and you lead us in.
Okay.
You do have the preview.
Okay, so Jrmi's up on top of the cart.
Yeah.
Who's pushing it or pulling it? How does this cart move?
Moss, they need someone to push the
No,
cart.
he's inside, so they don't change.
I just instantly go to my hey, you smelly kid. Push this cart for me.
You walk alongside
Come on,
and
Moss.
Val can push it because she's the strongest.
Don't you want to help
Yeah,
us?
I'm the strong
I am
one.
helping. I'm going to turn into a baboon.
And he's gonna wreck the place.
Wreck the place up.
I'll be pushing it, and then like I'll stop every like I don't know 100 feet or so, and
This
just
is a
do
crowded
little
city,
flourish
right?
with my
Like, you're coming
battle
through the
axe,
city.
and then keep going to her kazoo.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good. And then Theodûir, where are you?
Can I be
No,
like maybe
This catastrophe.
maybe inside the cart, but like doing cool prestidigitation, like
Yes.
like
front, just
like having
yeah.
smoke come out everywhere and like
100%. Yes, it's beautiful. And then you're just inside the cart.
I think Moss.
Are you a baboon yet?
I think Moss is on it because I've only got an hour in the form.
Got it.
So he's probably like under a tarp, like just obviously there's something under there, but you're not sure what. And so he's just like
Totally.
every once in a while, like he'll probably run into me and he'll push him off, like wait. But he's just like
Hiding in here.
yeah. Obviously
Beautiful.
not well hidden, but you don't know who or what's under there. You're just assuming it's a person, and it is right now.
Right. Okay, cool. So let's, here's what we're going to do. I want to get a group performance check. So I need everyone to make a performance check, and if you guys have more successes than failures, you basically succeed at your goal of looking like a big flamboyant circus as you roll up on this cathedral.
oh crap.
Oh no!
It's charisma if you don't have it, but if you do have it, you can add your
I got a
performance bonus.
14.
I got a 7.
14? Cool.
21.
Woo!
What'd you get, Val?
Natural 20.
All right, yeah. So you succeed. That's 3 successes. So the
There's like a strobe light going
this
on.
wagon goes goes rolling through the streets of Triumph. It's normally kind of like a quiet, sedate city, like it's sort of a pilgrim city. People come here for pilgrimages and things like that. And all of a sudden, there's this like raucous kazoo music. Yeah. And people start coming out of their windows like, what the hell? And they see this like garishly painted wagon goes rolling through the streets only at the speed that like a 15-year-old can push this wagon. So like not that fast, right? You're like going along, you stop at every like street corner and do your little dancing show. And it's like the whole thing is covered in glitter and like fake gems. It's very, very gaudy. Jrmi's Adventure Circus is written on the side of it in like uneven paint. You can see that there's like all kinds of weird effects. There's like smoke that comes rolling out of the cart at various times, like big bright flashes whenever you stop to do a show. You start like maybe 6 blocks away from the cathedral, so like, every time you come to a corner, you do another one of these little like stopping performance things. But you guys can finally roll up to the cathedral. You have like a small crowd of like curious people. They're like not 100%. Like they'll sometimes clap, or, like throw you some money, but they're a little bit like, what the hell is this?
It's a lemonade stand at best. Like this.
Absolutely, yes. So there's probably about 20 to 30 people like kind of gathered around the cart as it heads up towards the cathedral.
Brilliant.
That's where we're gonna take our first break as you guys approach this cathedral, and then we come back. We'll see how quickly it takes them to instantly penetrate. All right. So go ahead. You guys can run to the bathroom, do whatever you're gonna do. I'll set an alarm for
These
5
adults
minutes.
will figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't understand. How could they?
It's our dream circus.
Just utter nonsense. So, Kate, my question is: do we want to try to fix the audio? Do we want to try to like just end the stream and start another one, or what do you want to do?
We can try that. I mean, that's effectively what we did when you came back.
And it worked. Oh well, you guys didn't stop streaming.
Yeah,
we just
the
didn't
stream
Zoom.
completely
That's totally
stopped.
different, I mean.
Well, okay,
Oh, the
no,
stream quit.
sorry, not the stream, no, but Zoom completely stopped and everything, so I guess it's not Zoom.
Yeah.
You leave that
So
clear.
my only suggestion would maybe we try the stream. I hate chopping up the episodes, but it did work last time, right?
For
I don't
for a bit
know.
at
What do you
least.
think?
We could try it. Yeah, I
Or not,
honestly
if you
have
don't
no
want to.
idea what else to try. So,
Yeah,
well.
me either.
Okay.
Go ahead and get some snacks. If you guys are enjoying the adventure, feel free to make a donation. You could give some advantages, some natural 20s to people, because it really sounds like we're going to need them pretty badly. So go ahead and donate either $2 for some healing, $4 to give some natural 20s, or $6 to unlock a special ability for each character.
I still have that merit badge, right?
Yes, Theodûir has the merit patch, so you have inspiration. You can roll twice and take the better of any check or save.
Alright, so this is
Maybe
I'm gonna.
the Zone of Truth one is maybe.
Yeah, I was just saying. I think I might save it for that. If I need it.
There you go. So we might interrupt the stream real briefly, guys, but we'll be back, I promise, sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching. MJ Pearson does say the static isn't as bad, but we'll see. Alright.
This with you, man.
Master.
Oh sure. Thank you.
So, Timothy,
Yes, Catherine.
if the static is not as bad, do we still want to try it out, or what do we think?
I don't know. Should we put it to the chat and ask what they think, or do we not care? Or do we just want to push forward? Like,
Yeah.
I hate having it being two episodes. That really pisses me off when it's 2 videos. But like, I would rather also not have an entire episode that's unlistenable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You finally get your cheese. It's open.
Adam makes the point of every time Timothy says my name, I feel like I'm in trouble.
Probably are, Adam.
Adam J. Pearson.
What's happening?
It does, yeah. If it is the full name, it does kind of sound like I'm your principal calling you into the office.
I mean,
I
what
don't
do
know
you
which one
think,
is
chat?
better. I'm gonna do a little.
Should we try?
Hey chat, what do you
restarting?
think? Do you think that we should try
It's not
to
bad.
restart, or do you think that we should just soldier on? Let us know in the chat. It'll take a minute, but
It's been
I
worse.
just rolled a 3 on each of these.
it's a rigging endorsement. It's been worse. We try so hard for you guys. You don't understand the depths that we try to make this work. We're discussing currently other options, which we will announce if we have to take those measures. But right now, we're just gonna stick it out with Twitch for a little bit.
We'll just divert any funding that we've made so far for season 2 just into plane tickets.
Into this.
Audio.
Yeah, I'm sure
Just
they'd be
plane
happy
tickets
about that.
only for you to get here, and then also.
Okay,
sushi
well,
for me.
Kate, they're coming down on your
Sushi.
side. We're getting most of the people saying that we should just soldier on, that it's been worse before. Adam J. Pearson makes the point that it could always get worse if we try to mess with
we
it.
have
So,
2 hours.
okay, yeah. Well, let's soldier on. Thanks everybody for your patience. We're very much appreciated. We have a minute and a half left of our break, guys.
How long?
A minute and a half left.
Minute and a half.
What are you gonna do?
I think
Your last. You
I
said
can
go
just
get
practice the
freedom.
Yeah,
kazoo song.
Water.
Oh boy.
Can I have some
Ramal,
water,
yeah, please do. I'm so sorry I can't say your name correctly. We were messing with that earlier today, and they do the 2 of them match now, and they're not in like a crazy range where it's a bad amount for us streaming
What do you-
output wise.
What are you talking about?
Ramal does.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the kazoo somehow. And I was like, what?
I always gotta get back to the kazoo, the bedazzled kazoo. Facts.
no.
Yeah, this is the thing, is that we've tried a whole bunch of different things. Like, a lot of people have been very helpful in giving us different suggestions, but like it doesn't seem to make any difference. We had it fine at the beginning, and then right when we started playing again, it just pooped out on us.
Yeah.
Don't understand. I do not understand.
We'll never know. So
Yeah, it's impossible to know. All right. Nobody's saying anything, but my fiance just walked in the room. They're all waving. She's not waving.
Oh. Oh.
It's a very obscene
Ooh,
gesture she's giving me
jeez.
right now.
God. I guess I would love
Oh,
you.
wow.
oh boy.
She's pretty mad at you guys.
Yeah, that sounds right.
This is literally the joke
This
I
is
do
about all
every
the
single
times
time.
that we butchered her name. I'm not sorry.
It's
I'm
true.
Not sorry.
Well, she's never watched the stream, so she doesn't actually know that.
Ooh.
I know. All right, we are back, everybody. So this just goofy nonsense carnival rolls up on the Cathedral of Comal. I'll give you guys a little description of how cool this place looks, and that way you can feel bad about how dumb you look.
Yes.
The spires of the cathedral are visible from many blocks as you make your approach. Bright red banners bearing the mailed fist of Comal hang from their sides, flapping slightly in the breeze. Around the next corner, the full cathedral comes into view. It is an august building of pure white stone. The front facade is impressive, 40 feet high, with 2 steeples twice that height on either side. The front walls are lined with statues carved to depict a heavenly host of knights. There are a pair of stone staircases that rise up to a pair of thick oaken doors, and you can see that those doors are kind of thrown wide. And there are people kind of milling in and out. Like, again, if you guys have ever been to like a European cathedral, they have all those like tours and stuff. It's just like that, right? The doors are open and people are kind of coming in and out. There are, however, a big, massive, like 20-foot stone staircase you guys have to get up. I'm not sure how you're going to navigate your cart up those stairs,
Yeah,
but
that's what
this place is not very wheelchair accessible, unfortunately. What do you guys want to do?
Can you only change into one animal?
No, I can change it into more than one, but I've only got 2 uses of it today.
Just figuring if there's something small you could turn into, you could just kind of climb into one of our pockets and turn into a baboon.
I mean, I can do that. I can turn into a frog or something like that.
You absolutely can muscle this cart up the stairs. It would just be very undignified, right? It would just be like awkward and make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Should we try to convince...
I feel like we were kind of like feeling ourselves going through the city. We're like getting into it, just like, yeah, yeah. And then all of a sudden we get up to it, and because we was like really loud, just kind of
How many people are watching us right now? Timothy.
You have about 20 or 30 people that have followed you, and then there's like, the handful of people that were near the base of the cathedral all kind of stopped. So there's probably about 45 to 50 people in total.
wow.
Yeah.
Can we... Let's try it. Moss, I would suggest you stay in the car to not blow the surprise. But maybe we do a quick little performance and see if we can gather any coin.
Okay,
And then
yeah, sure.
we offer the coin to one person to carry up the cart for us.
One person.
One person.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can give me a performance check. My only thing here is if Moss is kind of hiding, I'm not sure how Moss is participating in the performance, right? Like, so you're just gonna.
I guess
you
it's
wanna,
up to Moss, really, what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't think Moss is gonna get out right now.
Okay. So then I'll just have the 3 of you guys roll performance then to kind of pimp the
19.
14.
I
Nice.
did pretty good too.
14.
Mod 21.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, it's actually a surprisingly competent performance. You guys have this like weird like moment of doubt of like, should we be performers instead of adventurers? Like, this is the first time that you're getting all this applause and like acclaim.
Like, we actually have great chemistry with each other, like, as a group.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
Like,
There's this weird moment of like, hold on, this feels so right. You guys make about 55 gold.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a wealthy
We
area.
can keep some of that.
so then, yeah. I don't know,
Offer, like, 5
I'll
gold
grab
or
all the
something.
gold. Well. If I count it up here, it looks like we've got 20 gold here. 20 gold. I will give 20 gold to whoever will carry our cart up to the chapel.
Jesus.
Are you trying to hide that from the crowd or from the other adventurers that you have that much gold? Because you got 55 and you're saying, oh, we have 20 gold, right? You're not trying to pocket 35 gold, are you?
No, I assumed everyone
Okay,
else
cool.
saw.
You can. I just wanted to make sure.
do it.
I understand.
I
He's
like
basically
20
just saying
gold.
he'll give you 20 gold. For,
Yeah.
Like,
just-
carry
Cool.
up the
You get
cart, yeah.
like
I assumed
a bunch of volunteers.
after I said that-
You don't have to roll for that.
Oh, really?
20 gold is an absurd amount of money to
Yeah,
carry
you
your
suck
cart.
at paying people to do stuff. You should know better.
Most of the people will volunteer. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. 10
I like
gold!
that you don't know how much things cost. That, like, you're so wealthy that you're like, is that a Arrested Development joke? Like, how much does a banana cost? $20? I don't know, right? Like,
Whatever.
you
Just
have
take
no
it.
sense of the economy at all. Okay, yeah. So a bunch of people will offer. Basically, you get like a small like entourage of people who will pick up your cart and carry it up the
even
stairs.
better. Trust me.
Yeah. I believe it.
Yeah, cool.
Think about it.
Yeah, there's like 4 people that will help you. You can spread that out amongst them, the 20 gold, and they're very excited about it.
I'm
Great,
assuming
okay, so
these
you
are
were
not
up.
the people who threw the gold in the first place. Like they're like, oh,
They threw and they got it back. Yeah.
Okay, I could get this.
So you guys end up like on the top of the stairs. There are these big wooden doors that are there. People are kind of coming in and out. At this point, as the like cart gets dropped, you see that among the different like pedestrians and tourists lingering around, there kind of comes like bouncing like maybe about 5 to 6 feet off the floor, kind of at eye height for a normal person. Like that little ball that bounces along the like Disney sing-alongs.
Oh, yeah.
This bright light comes like following over to you guys and like hovers near. I guess who would be in the front? Would it be Theodûir in the front?
Probably me.
Or are you still
Yeah,
Jrmi?
it's the Jrmi.
It's the Jrmi adventurers.
Because you're on top of the cart, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So it comes right up to you, and it's just like just glowing ball of perilous light. It has no face or anything like that. It's just like a floating orb of light. And it says, "Excuse me, do you have a permit for this performance?" It's extremely cheery voice. Yeah.
Can I do a...
Is it time for our wisdom throws?
Well, you're not technically inside the
We can
cathedral
lie.
yet. You're
Oh my god, we can lie.
still on the threshold.
persuasion?
Yeah. Well, it depends on what you say. What do you say, and then we can roll from there.
Pull out my psychic
Yeah.
paper.
Okay.
And I'm just kidding.
I want to say, well, we're still waiting for that to come, but in the meantime, we were so excited to bring our show to you and the sisters and Kamal and like get as close to him as possible. Something really eloquent and awesome.
Really eloquent and awesome.
Real super eloquent stuff that I say right here. Yeah, I'll say that's a persuasion. I'm fine with that. It's like verging into deception, but we can say persuasion. Go for it.
Damn. All right. 8. I had rolled a 20, and then you're like, "Well, tell me what you say, and then we'll roll on it." I was like, "Ah." So 8 on my persuasion. Tastes
Oh, no,
very
I'm
bad,
sorry.
but okay.
Well, I'm afraid that you're causing quite a distraction outside this cathedral, but we don't have any space available for performances at this time.
Oh no.
Oh, can you guys still hear me?
But yeah, sorry, there was a slight glitch and our internet changed.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say something else. You're like, but we came a really long way. And
You get the big old doe eyes.
Yeah, I'm doing like sad kid eyes.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Can I? No, they're not a person, so I can't do that.
Well, they're angels. I mean,
Yeah,
What were you gonna
if I
do?
try to do a charm person.
What's the specification on that
One
spell?
action, humanoid in sight.
No, not a humanoid.
damn.
A celestial, a
Okay,
tiny
I'm just
celestial.
gonna like
Of
turn
course.
up like the, big, sad cartoon.
Yeah.
I
Got it.
try and pity them into it. Persuasion again.
Persuasion. Yep.
Okay. 17.
Okay, yeah. Oh! You see the light kind of like flash a little bit as you start to get teary. I certainly didn't mean to cause you any distress. Well, if you'll just wait inside, perhaps, then I can go and speak with the Exarch and see if perhaps something could be arranged. You have such faith, after all, and I wouldn't want to. Excuse me, and starts to like bob away back into the cathedral.
Cute.
Yay!
And then Jeremy's
You
like,
still
she
there?
instantly wipes like her face. Like it's not
I
even.
have like onions hiding in my shirt for just like.
Yes.
Nice job.
Ridiculous.
Timothy, you're pretty. You
Okay,
sound like
cool.
a robot.
What do you guys
We
want
can
to do?
actually hear what Chad is talking about.
Yeah, you're robotic.
Audio things.
Okay, 1 second, guys. Just a sec.
Are we hardwired into the?
Hmm.
I'm getting down it. Yeah. Wi-Fi like this kitchen.
Is that any better?
I mean,
Not really.
Better, worse?
I can hear you
Uh,
now, which is
it's
good.
a little better than when it was, but it's not as
Okay.
good as it's been.
Yeah, let me try
I
something.
don't know. Say something interesting. We can hear you humming.
Okay, better?
Yes.
The same?
Better,
good.
Better.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
we were at some. Cool. Awesome. So basically, the Lantern Archon has told you if you wait inside, that it can go and consult with the Exarch and see if something could be arranged for you to make your performance. What do you guys do?
I guess we enter inside.
So we're inside.
Push the cart along the way. Oh no,
let's
that means
go.
we're in
Are
the
you
little
going?
tube
Yeah.
thing.
We gotta go.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys cross through the doors inside, then you all need to make wisdom saving throws.
Let's do it.
You also
Wait, if we fail, does
Oh.
church know that we failed,
My God.
or
Oh no. So it's just straight
we
wisdom?
don't
No.
boon anything.
Yeah,
use
I was a little
my-
worried about it until I remembered. I'm just gonna smash the place up. so-
Mine's bad. I'm not gonna say a word.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Good call.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds
Hopefully
good.
cast this because I have really bad wisdom.
Me too.
Oh.
And that is it's Jrmi.
Oh,
Nat 20.
nice. You're the only one that can speak Theodûir.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk.
Ooh.
I'm not either.
Oh my gosh, so everybody failed it? Moss, what did you get?
I get a +5 to my wisdom. I rolled a 2. So
Oh, good roll. Jrmi?
yeah, but I'm gonna be a baboon, so I'm not that worried about it.
7.
That's true. 7, yeah. So you guys all feel this like weird effect inside you that kind of like ties up your tongue. You feel as though if anyone were to ask you a direct question, you can choose not to speak, but you cannot say anything that is not patently true. The only one who can is Theodûir.
Oh, great.
Don't worry, everyone. I'll get us out of this one.
So you
Now,
guys
from now
step
on,
into
you are
this
all
chamber.
my deaf circus mates.
He'll say, I'll get this out of this one. You just hear, I doubt that.
Yeah, exactly, because you have to speak, right? If you say anything, it has to be
We're
the
not
truth.
you. We just can't tell lies. I'm sorry,
true.
Theodûir. I must not tell lies.
But if you can choose not to speak, is what I'm saying.
So
you maybe pretend to.
inside,
Oh. I hope you're frozen.
right.
Professor.
Inside, the cathedral expands to a staggering size. The ceiling is 60 feet high and domed, painted in an immaculate fresco of angels and fiends at war with one another. Massive pillars support this ceiling, their alcoves filled with more knightly statues. Straight ahead of you stands a row of wooden pews arranged before a raised dais. Some distance to the right and to the left are the huge steeples, with small wooden doors leading into side chambers all around you. Kind of in the atrium. Got the like dais up ahead of you with all the pews, steeples on either side, lots of little side doors leading all over the place. When you guys come in, you can see the one lantern archon that you spoke to is kind of bouncing away towards one of the side chambers. And there's lots of just groups of people kind of milling around. Groups of like 5 or 6, each one being led by a lantern archon. Here and there you can see that there are like people crossing an armor that look like paladins, and up on the dais there are a handful of people kind of whacking each other with wooden weapons. This is a kind of training ritual or something. What do you guys want to do?
Well, should we make our way? Yeah, how, can I see like where that door that she's referring to, our professor?
Yep. It's probably about 60 feet away, and it's like bounced. Oh, this would be the door that the professor wants to go through. That one is all the way across the cathedral. You can see, like, on the far other side of the dais, there's a big red arch that you think is the door she's trying to get through. A big red door with a big white Komal symbol on it, like the male glove. Kind of distant, but you can just barely make it out. And you only know it's there because you know where to look. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. I feel like we should cause a
You wanna do?
distraction kind of in the, like, to the side, but in the middle, so that, like, anyone who's close to the door will come that way, as well as, like, anyone from the entrance. So, like...
Go towards... I think you'll hear, like, Moss, like, speak up, like, go towards where they put your offerings in there.
Hmm.
Okay,
Oh,
Car,
right,
you're
offerings.
talking to me.
We got a bunch of gold we could put in.
That's actually very
Yeah, we have another whole 5 gold pieces. Just 5.
Only
Just-
5.
Only 5.
We used all 20 on the other.
Yep.
That's
we
all
just
we
happened
had.
to scrap up another 5 out of nowhere.
That's a good idea. So can I do a perception check to see if I can find the offering table, or did you describe that already?
Yep. Go for it. I have not yet, so go ahead and make a perception to see where that might be.
Oof.
I'll do
I don't
perception
think I
too.
found it. Yeah, I got a 2. I do not know.
I don't either. I got a 5. What in the? I'm just switching dice.
Sorry. Not one. No idea. I feel so bad.
No clue how they do it. You're not even sure if they
I
do
don't
that
know what
here.
it looks like.
Alright, Moss is gonna try and sneakily peek out and see if he can't see where he's talking about.
Ah.
And he might have. 17, mod.
Yes. Okay, so they're all kind of looking around like idiots. It's about 10 feet in front of you. On either side of each pew, there are those little like collection bowls. Looks like people would put money and stuff in there. So there's actually like 50 or 60 of these little bowls that people put offerings in. Right? There isn't like one central place where everyone does it. Yeah. So.
It's just right up the aisle there. Just all those little bowls they put the monies in. we'll just go perform there. And I could smash it up.
So you pointed out to us, Moss.
Like you'll see his eyes come out,
Little
and then he'll
fingers
go back under, and then it's just like little hands, like just his little grubby, nasty fingers just pointing out.
I think
Just the
that
most
means
adorable
that way.
thing.
Seriously.
Can I look to see where he's pointing at? Do I see what he's pointing at?
Yep. If he points it out to you, you can see where he's referring. Yep.
Great.
Alright, so we lug the cart on over there.
Right. Let's start pushing.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna rattle the cart over and into the pews.
Can we push it kind of on the far side of the offering table though, like closer
Yeah.
to that far door?
And kind of the wall.
Yeah, you can go as far so basically there's one on each end of each pew, and there are like 16 pews between you and the dais, and then past the dais is the red door. So you want to go as far as you can towards that red door.
Yeah.
I just
Still be near one of
want
these
us to be
offering
close
spots.
enough to make sure we're pulling people from that.
Get
door.
like
'Cause,
I think he's talking
Sure.
about like just the dais and everything. As close as we can get to the dais and like the offering
Yeah.
boxes.
You can go like right up to the front row of the pews and do it there if you want. That's as close as you can get while you're on this side. Does that work?
Is everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Cool. I will read these descriptions to you. You stand amid the wooden pews, their backs and armrests inlaid with the images of swords, spears, hammers, and flails. Ahead of you, a dais rises approximately 15 feet from the floor. On its raised surface, you see both an altar and what appears to be a fighting ring. To either side, 3 wooden doors open into small chambers. So one of these wooden doors is where the little like lantern archon went, and you see it actually just like pass through the door, like it phases straight through it. In addition, you see that up in the fighting ring, there's kind of a duel going on between a couple of like young kids, kind of whacking each other with wooden weapons. There's like an older-looking, steely kind of knight standing there observing them. But you guys can get to the front pews with those donation kind of bowls on either side of you. What do you want to do?
I'll like look at you and then we'll go.
Hear ye, hear ye. To all that will listen, here we are, Jrmi's Adventuring Circus, here to present a gift to Kamal, here at this offering table, and also a gift to the leader of this chapel.
What's her name?
To Zara! And then I'll shoot
Zara, very good. Good job, guys.
Make noises with the kazoo. Nothing.
Play with my scimitars.
I'll try to get a crowd
Yeah.
going. Try to get
Give me a performance check. I think Theodûir's making the check, but Jrmi can assist if you want to try to draw people's attention.
I'll try. Okay. Yeah.
Oh god, I got a natural 1.
Oh
God damn. That's pretty
Well, but you
embarrassing.
assist, right? What did you get? So we just use whichever is the higher of your 2 rolls. So Jrmi, what was yours?
12.
12. Okay, so it's a 12. It's not a nat 1.
Wait,
Right.
Would I add my bonus too? For performance?
You what kind of bonus do you have? Yeah, it's a skill, so it's a performance check. Yep.
16.
16, yeah. So it's actually pretty convincing despite Theodûir's blunder. It seems to make sense to me that, like, yeah, you just, like, forget the name and there's, like, an awkward pause when you stand there and so, like, Val whispers, Zara, to you, right? And that's when you...
It's probably like 30 or 45 seconds long.
It's a really long pause,
Like,
yeah.
You're super nerd.
But yeah, you seem to basically like distract a few of the tours that kind of stop and they sort of head over towards you. You can see the lantern archons are kind of like, excuse me. You hear from a couple of these different things, like trying to get people to pay attention. You see that the fighting kind of stops as the 2 kids kind of look at each other, and you see that the female knight who was like presiding over them walks over. You see she's a female human and like got kind of like a buzz cut and a big like stick. Kind of wanders over looking a little stern down at you guys. You have their attention. Now what do you do?
I'm gonna snip some onions and try and cry and play the kazoo to help and not talk because I'm so emotional. And
Right,
I wonder in awe
Okay.
that I'm surrounded by.
To Zara.
To Zara.
It's right here if you need to look at it.
She's on it and she writes things down.
It's all you, buddy.
I'm supposed to talk, huh?
It's the Jrmi
You're the
circus.
only one that can.
Okay.
Without telling a lie.
Yes, everyone, gather around, gather around. Listen to Jrmi, our leader, play her magical kazoo she got from the land of.
And then can I say some faraway land that I know
Why don't you
of?
mention
Maybe.
Jin?
Give me a history check to come up with a name off the top of your head. Yeah, go for it. If you succeed at this, I'll give you a country you can use.
Whew. Mod 20? No, 12. 12.
Darzovia.
12. Mod 12. Sorry.
Darzovia. Is the name you
Darzovia.
think of.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The land of Darzovia. Yes, everyone loves that place, right?
I was kind of like confused. People look at each other like, I don't know. I don't have an opinion about Darzovia, I guess.
Listen.
All right, give me a joint performance check, you guys.
Out. Smoke wolf.
Val, are you gonna do anything during this?
I'll pause. I'll let her do some kazoo.
Okay.
Nah.
Totally. Then it's just the two of you. Then it's just Jrmi and Theodûir. Both roll performance. We'll take whoever has the better.
Nice.
18.
16.
Okay, yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, you despite your kind of earlier stumble, you feel really proud of saying Darzovia, and coming up with a real place instead of making one up. Yeah, and then what does your kazoo solo sound like, Jrmi?
It's
Kazoo solo.
I can't say any names, so I have to just like
Right.
cry, I guess, into my kazoo and just act really
Cry!
about
You can
the
just
song
start, like,
that I'm
describing things
playing,
around
and
you.
I'm, like super cute.
Just like, there's a wall over there. There's people over here.
So everyone is very like,
like,
oh look, oh, like if people could take out phones and like film you, they would be doing that, right? It's one of those like, oh look at this cute little kid and their kazoo playing it. They're all like charmed by it.
While that's
And you
happening,
see that
can
the
I-
Go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead.
While
Cody.
that's happening, can I like try to like light a little flame in the air and like wave my like wave a little
For sure.
like a little thing.
The
thing they do
the
at
only
rock and roll
person-
concerts.
Yeah, that definitely exists in this world. Yeah, we all agree. The only thing that doesn't, the only person who doesn't seem too enthused about this is the armored paladin, and she kind of like walks over, steps over the little fighting room, and comes down the stairs and stands before you guys. She's probably about like 6'5", and is just wearing this shimmering plate armor with this big like training stick. And she looks down at the tiny cart and the tiny occupants, and kind of like right in the middle of your song, Jrmi, she's like standing right there. I don't know if you keep playing while she's like looming over
Well, I
you.
keep playing.
And she looks down and says, well, what business do you have in this sacred place?
Can I answer the question, but while singing through my kazoo, and maybe you can
Sure.
understand it?
But you can't tell a lie, remember? So you have
No,
to
I know,
answer.
but I'm hoping that I can say the answer through the kazoo, and she won't be able to understand what I'm saying.
She won't be able to understand you? Okay. So give me a deception. I'll say with disadvantage. Because you still are under the effects of this, right?
Okay. Oh, deception?
Yeah.
14.
14.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She'll turn to you, Theodûir. Oh no, what's up, Val?
I was gonna walk up since I have the like stylized Kamal thing on my breastplate. I was just gonna walk up so that she can see it and do like a little flourishy cape, like bow to her without even saying anything.
Cool, sweet. I kind of give you a scowl.
What she's trying to say is that we have traveled from very far, far away, a land called Darzovia. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Darzovia.
We are
I have heard
worshippers
of
of we are worshippers of Kamal. Kamal. We praise Kamal, and we came here offering all the gold that we have collected in our travels. It is a heaping amount. 5 gold pieces. And we would also like to present a gift to Commander Tarzana. Tazara! A gift that we have in our little crate that has traveled from far, far away in the land of, I'm sure you know, Dazovia.
Give me a deception check, please.
What do you mean?
That wasn't convincing.
16.
I see. Your, piety is questionable, but your intentions, perhaps, may be pure. She, like, turns and looks to the side. Ah! I see where the Eggstark is coming now. Do you have this gift prepared for her?
Oh, yes. You see, the gift.
Oh no!
The gift must.
So if you guys turn, you can see that, like, coming
performance.
across, like, guided by this lantern Archon is this big, broad-looking woman, no hair, and this halo around her head, and she's, like, coming out kind of curiously, like, what the hell is going on, and is approaching you guys. You got about 30 seconds before she's next to you. What do you do?
Before she sees us or comes to us?
Yeah, she's right next to you, yeah.
Okay.
She's crossing the
Okay,
cathedral,
please. Give the performance just a moment, please.
And I'm gonna just huddle us all around.
Kate is scared right now. Kate is really nervous.
Okay.
Not Jrmi. What's
Jrmi, you back us all up with your kazoo, okay? Val, you're gonna be in the front dancing with your sword and shield.
on it?
Moss, I think you know what to do.
It's a time.
I think
You'll
it's
know when the time is ready.
It's just like Cody's like, I'm gonna turn into a baboon now.
It's time.
Like whispering. There's like movement under there. You don't know what's under there. So I think at that point is you'll know the time. Moss will turn and wait.
Okay.
So you'll see that little
Got it.
like the thing will move and then
Like,
you'll
it
see
kind
that
of
like
shifts, yeah.
telltale green light from underneath and then it stops and then it's just
Only like a few people see it and they're kind of like, did that? Never mind.
Weird. I don't know, maybe it was part of the show? I don't know what the hell is happening. So yeah, the... Go ahead.
I was just gonna. I don't know. Imagine we do something like that. Does that?
What?
Sorry. Go ahead.
So you guys start your performance, right? Can you give one more performance check for the three of you this time, because Val's in there doing her dance. We'll just use whichever one of you three has the highest.
Oh, it's not me again. Oh, these dice hate me.
I'm
I
sorry.
got a 10.
Oof. 18?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, like, the other two are getting nervous, Theodûir. You're kind of, like covering up there. Like, no, it's all good with your magic.
Maybe
Because I can lie, so I can just say like.
You can
We're the
lie.
best.
Yes.
So my mouth's just going.
So the woman with
sure
the
you've all-
stick kind of, like, nods and defers back a little bit as the Exarch arrives. She's dressed not in armor, but in kind of robes. She just sort of looks over the group. She's, maybe in her, like, 60s or something like that. She's kind of older, but still looks like just a hardened battle commander, all scarred. Looks at you. I was told you have a gift.
Oh, yes, we do. It will be presented in the form of a performance.
Oh no.
And the gift will be, you'll have it after the performance is over, if you get my... And here we begin.
Do we know if the professor's sneaking at all? Like, do we?
We'll just keep
can we
going.
tell
I mean, how many
if this is
minutes has it
helping, or,
been?
like,
Yeah, you basically
making a
presume
lot
that
of
she's
noise.
shadowing and is, like, ready to strike the minute that you guys go in. So it's presumed that she's doing her job. You guys can make, like, a perception to see if you can see evidence of that if you want, but that's up to you.
I would maybe do one honestly, just because I know she was
I
trying
wanna
to say
know
like
how long
she'll
we
need
have to
5
be
to
here.
10 minutes, so to make sure I
Yeah.
know when this 5
Where
to
you
10
are
minutes
in the
kinda
process,
starts.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. You can do perception if you want.
Ooh, yeah, I don't think
I only got a 5, so.
Oh, alright, fine. Oh yeah, what do you
I
know?
I got a mod 3. I don't see it.
I got a 21, so I must have seen it even though I
Oh.
don't want to.
Nice, yeah. So, you guys, the two of you, Jrmi and Theodûir, you're surrounded by adults. It's, like, really hard to see anything outside of your kind of immediate sphere. Val, you can kind of see through a gap in the crowd that big red door that you had seen before, which is, now only about 60 feet away from you, for a period of about 10 seconds, like, dematerialized, and then rematerialized again. Yeah.
That's so cool.
So she's
So whether if that's good or bad, you don't really know, but, like, you assume
It
that's...
has
That's
begun.
cool.
Seemingly is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's like during the performance. You're like doing your spinning and turning around, and you like see it. Okay, it's gone. Weird. And you look back, and then it's there again. Yeah.
Cool.
So describe this performance for me. What does this look like? She's standing there, like they're all kind of like watching you, waiting to see what happens in this performance.
How far away is the like sparring ring from where we were?
The fighting ring? Oh, it's like 10 feet away.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And is it in the direction of the door or in the other direction, or just like to the side?
Yes, it's in the direction of the door. So it's like 15 feet up the dais, and then across the dais there's like a little walkway. You follow the end of that walkway, and there's the big red door.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump up into the like fighting ring and start just kind of doing a bunch of tricks with my scimitars.
Can you jump?
Cool.
Why
Sounds good.
not? Yeah, I'll try
Yeah,
to
you
jump.
got it. You're dancing
Doing
around,
a lot of flailing
throwing
and
them in the air.
spinning. Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. What are you doing with your magic, Theodûir?
Yeah, I'm probably just like going around in the front and like trying to have this cool fog around me at all times, and maybe like pulling coins out from people's ears, and like maybe I pull like a
That you then donate.
Then I donate. I flip it into the donation bar. What's
Into the
is
thing,
there, what's
yeah,
like
absolutely.
the animal? Is there an animal of Kamal? Like, is there some kind of
An eagle is probably traditional. Yeah.
an eagle?
Is like an eagle is like the fist is the symbol, but they sometimes use eagles in their heraldry as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't fly.
So then I'll pull like an eagle out of the hat or something like that.
Oh yeah, because you're
If that's
dressed as a
possible.
magician.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right.
out of the top
Totally.
hat, and then have it fly around, and then I'll catch it in the hat again.
It's like a minor illusion.
Right. Yeah.
It's
It's just
totally
all kinds of wacky
yeah.
David Copperfield shit. Absolutely. And then Jrmi, you're just playing that kazoo. You're just rocking
Playing
it.
that kazoo, baby. Yep.
Like you
Awesome.
Playing that kazoo.
and then
So
maybe
the
like
performance kind of comes to a big conclusion, a big a climax. What's the cue for Moss to spring out?
I think like maybe I'll do some vocal cue or something like that, like.
And now we're
And here, no more tricks, no more magic. Now is time for real life pleasure.
Oh no!
Here is your gift. I present to you from Dazovia.
And then smoke will come out from
Oh
the crate.
my god!
And then Moss will like pull it off, and all of a sudden, like out of the smoke, it'll be like, just like this baboon, just
Baboon.
like looking around. And then it does it even worse. Like he gets down and he does that like creepy monkey walk where he just walks over to Theodûir and like grabs some of the coins and starts like taking it around and like.
People are clapping.
throw-
Monkey! What is that thing? Yeah, everyone's very excited. Yeah.
So he's just like taking money around. He put some of the money into the one of the little donation things, and he goes around
Yeah,
like
the
asking
bowls.
for more from like people
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
People will
So,
start to hand you coins from their pockets.
literal monkey business.
Monkey jack.
climbing on people, you know, like he like tips his hat to one of them, you know, because he's got that little like feather cap on
Yeah.
still. So.
The exarch, her halo kind of spinning around her head, just frowning.
Oh,
This is your gift.
do you not like it?
I guess, let's see, I'm gonna roll an insight check for her. I do not think I understand how this creature is to benefit or is to honor the Lord Most High.
I think Theodûir can explain.
Well, you see, we have come from very far, and we tried to
Darzovia,
bring...
you said.
Yes, from Dazovia. You've heard of it.
You brought this baboon from Darzovia.
Do I sense that there's like an accusational like tone in that
Give
question?
me either an insight. Yeah, give me an insight check on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Insight. Well, mod 10.
Yeah. Yeah, there's kind of an accusational tone in there for sure.
Okay, so then can I?
Can I do an insight check as well on that one?
Yes, you can.
'Cause, like just as the monkey, I'm just doing monkey business still, so don't worry about it.
Okay. You waited so long to get to do this, right? Like, you're not thinking about anything else.
No, I'm just doing it.
Can I quickly do
Yes,
like a I don't know, a nature check on where a baboon would be? Like,
Sure.
not Darzovia, but maybe somewhere between here and Darzovia.
Absolutely. I like the idea that you, like, try to take out, like, your instinct is to take out your monster manual and read it for a round, right? So, like, that's, like, hold on.
No.
You have no time. Yeah, so you can give me a nature check to attempt to figure out a more logical place that a baboon would be from.
Come on, Theodûir. Think where?
Where, Theodûir? Mod 16.
Okay, yeah, so there is a jungly region of savannas and mountains and jungles called Gygaxian that potentially would have it. That is, like, not too far away, kind of like Zimbabwe, but Gygaxian. It isn't outside the realm of possibility that baboon would be from Gygaxian. Yeah.
Well, so we didn't get the baboon from Darzovia. Of course there aren't baboons in Darzovia, but we have traveled from there, getting coin, using that coin only for our rations and sleeping, and traveling here to donate that coin to Kamal, and on the way in Kimjabwe, we found this baboon. And the baboon,
It tips its hat, like, you know, it just seems like, hey, it's the time to tip my hat.
this baboon was more special than all the other baboons
I mean, look at that hat.
in Kimjabwe. This baboon had that of an eagle's
Feather.
feather
Yeah.
attached to its ear. And it is not there anymore. It has since left, unfortunately. But
He just stops.
I see.
that is how we got the baboon.
Roll an insight check on that. Well, let it never be said that the Cathedral of Kamal turned away those most enthusiastic about our Lord's gifts and strengths. This gift is strange, yet acceptable. We thank you, Jrmi's Adventure Circus, for your long journey and labors in the worship of Kamal.
I give her another
do you guys
very,
do?
very flaring bow all the way down.
Can I do like an in check to see how long this has been? Like, how long have we been doing this?
Go for it.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.